Hi, beautiful. Welcome to EBINOTTI Official. I am EBINOTTI, and today we are doing the zodiac readings. So, if you don't know and you're new around here, we read the moon cycles. Every 2 weeks, we transition from a full moon to a new moon, and we sit down and we break down the energy either with the elements and now with the zodiacs as well. So, welcome. Today we are reading for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. Getting into the deep waters. There was so many beautiful, interesting, deep messages coming in for Scorpio as we sat down in this energy. So if you have Scorpio sun or moon or anywhere within your birth chart, there could be messages here for you. If you're tapping into the Scorpio energy, though, anyone can watch a zodiac reading. Please know that within all of us, there are many aspects. If in any way you're called to a reading, you can tap into the zodiac sign, but you don't have to worry about the specific zodiac signs, okay? So if you're called to a reading, you are welcome. Let's see, quick housekeeping. Down in the description box, you'll find contact information, links to my deck collection if you're curious about the cards that we're using, and likely any other information that you need. So make sure you check that out if you're curious. Leave a comment if you feel so inclined. Please do share with the collective. Anything that resonated for you, anything you've been going through with the full moon. Full moon is currently in Leo. I can't remember if I said that or not. But we're doing the Leo cycle of full moon. So it's a fiery one, which you, Scorpio, are probably balancing out really beautifully with all of your water energy. This is your peer-to-peer in the middle child energy that Leo and Scorpio both have. So full moon Leo again. We're going to get into it right away. As you can see, I've got some decks already picked out for you today, Scorpio. We're going to start with some oracle cards and then get into the tarot for you. Starting off with the goddess oracle, we're going to tap into the feminine goddess energy of the cosmos and just see what they have to offer in terms of a theme, some messages to get us started, and we'll see what's coming up for you, Scorpio, under full moon Leo, okay? So again, every 2 weeks, we're going to break down the zodiac with the full moon and new moon energy. We read the moon cycles. So you can check back in about a week, actually. We're going to have the new moon Pisces. So in about a week, you'll have another zodiac reading if you want. We also break down the moon cycle with the elementals, a little bit more in-depth, long-form content, where it gets a little bit more deep, more spiritual for the collective and working with the energy if you want to interact with the moon cycle and use the power of the moon or, you know, the timeline, the lunar calendar to activate anything, align to anything, change or evolve anything in your life, okay? That's how we do it around here. Okay, and these cards are ready. Here we go, Scorpio, to get you started today. Bottom of the deck for the goddess oracle. Ooh, heckety. At a bit of a crossroads here, at a bit of a crossroads. It's no surprise. Scorpio's got some really deep knowledge of the underworld and how things work out here. And when there's a lot of flux and change in the collective, like there is right now in the timeline, these are general messages, so don't worry too much about when this reading came out, if you're catching it right when it came out or not. We just talk about the timeline because time is relevant, and it could be relevant for you even if it's 5 years from now, okay? So with what's going on in the collective right now, Scorpio is really interpreting and understanding the deeper whys behind some of the things being, you know, driven to the forefront collectively. That's where the whole world gets on the same page, or maybe, you know, a whole country or nation gets on the same page about something, or pays attention to anything, has opinions about anything. You know how it goes with the emotions, Scorpio. So ooh, Sophia, I love it. And on the bottom, wow, Minerva with beliefs. We have definitely seen this goddess energy coming out. Sophia as well. In other full moon readings. So if you're curious about checking out other readings under this full moon, I do recommend it. Minerva with beliefs is a bit of a stubborn energy. It's between battles, this energy, this goddess, but at the same time, the knowledge, if you see this beautiful owl headdress that she has on, the knowledge and wisdom that, you know, the war might not be won, that things are still in flux, that there will be shifting and changing. So very much so the intuitive nature of that warrior goddess coming out to speak to us. And your card for the reading today, Sophia. Sophia coming out with wisdom. It doesn't get much deeper than this. Scorpio, this is a huge counterpart energy for you. So a lot of the spiritual, otherworldly realms probably tapping in. If your crown chakra, your head has been under pressure, or you've been very focused on anything to do with your hair, okay? Spiritually, that's why this is being called for you right now. If you've wanted to change your hair, color your hair, style your hair, put energy into your hair, you know, self-care with your hair, anything like that, wearing hats, not wearing hats, you know, anything to do with the upper parts of the body above the shoulders. This is why, because the amount of wisdom coming in for you is, it's activating some kind of a duty, I feel, like a responsibility, a duty, a part that you play. I like that within the collective here, Scorpio. So let's see what the Dragon Oracle next, what the Dragon Wisdom has to say. Lots of dragon energy coming in for you, Scorpio. Wow. Just picking that up intuitively, that there's a lot of this type of wisdom around you. So with Sophia being your goddess with wisdom, the dragons are that creature, you know, ancient wisdom, mythical wisdom, especially surrounding things like wars, battles, justice even. I'm getting kind of the Justice card from Tarot, that energy. So we'll get one more Oracle card here with the Dragon Oracle, and then we will get your Tarot cards and see what your reading is all about for full moon Leo. We read the moon cycle in a 2-week window, so it's approximately 2 weeks, but if anything else comes up for a timeline, we will speak on it. We're already about halfway through this moon cycle, so if you're wanting things to speed up a bit, no worries there. We've already cut that time in half, okay? It's about a week before the next moon cycle comes, and if you need something to slow down, you need a bit more time, no worries. That's why we read a 2-week moon cycle in the first place, okay? Bottom of the deck, wow, it's almost like we didn't even shuffle from the last reading, because this was the bottom of the deck on the last reading for Gemini, okay? Gold and silver violet flame dragon transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. Wisdom coming up for you yet again, Scorpio. And the transmutation energy we're talking about here, represented by this butterfly, that is very much so one of your animal spirit totems. I almost just called you Pisces. Wow, Scorpio. But that's the Reaper energy. That's the underworld, undertaker, death and rebirth cycle. Okay, the death card from Tarot coming up for you again, which is one of your major arcana cards in Tarot, Scorpio. So really big magic here. Transmuting is a huge amount of magic when you are the one capable of interacting with that energy. That's what we call magic here in the third dimension, okay? So you're very much so interacting between, I would say, dimensions or realms right now, Scorpio, coming in and out, really, really smoothly, I feel, really smoothly. And that's beautiful. So if you're feeling drained, or you're not maybe a spiritual type of person, you might be unsure as to why your energy is so in flux, or your mood, or yeah, definitely your energy. I'm even feeling like all of the different types of energy. I hope that makes sense, because the words are absolutely gone now, but all the different types of energy that you would need to get something done, interact with others, feed yourself. So everything on the other side of depression and despair, that's the type of energy that hopefully is in a big way active for you, and if not, unlocking, okay? On the bottom of the deck, another dragon we've seen quite a bit under the full moon Leo cycle, Archangel Gabriel's dragon that brings purification. So you see all the white here with Sophia. This dragon from Archangel Gabriel feeling very, very similar with the amount of purification and energy that you have supporting you from the realms that you interact in. Okay, I know you're very in the earthly, as I see earth over here, but I was pointing to Minerva over here because she's very earth-based, but Sophia is not. She's very cosmic, okay? And so is obviously Archangel Gabriel. Being an archangel would be somebody in the realms as well, okay? So even though you're in the physical realm and you might not be very, somebody who interacts with the realms or spirit or anything like that very often, that's okay. the message is still the same, that you are backed by spirit, and that's why there might be a lot of energy moving through you at all times. So you are being called to transmute, okay? And this is what your theme for the reading now is going to be. This is going to stay face up over here with Minerva as we pull your tarot cards. So let's read the advice. Self-discipline will speed ascension and bring joy. So discipline in the earthly realm, okay? I can't wait to see what this dragon has to say about it. You can carry Archangel Gabriel's diamond. So diamonds, anything to do with purification. You obviously don't have to walk around or go buy diamonds, but if you want to, by all means, they will help, because the quality of a diamond is based on strength and clarity, okay? So it's really, that is how deep and how strong you're going to want to make this energy as you move through. Full moons are always a really intense moon cycle. Everybody, spiritual or not, knows that the full moon affects us. And that's kind of the information that you're receiving, is if it's been really difficult for you, you want to get grounded and also laser-like focus. You know, diamond is one of the most pure, strong substances on the planet once it's been pressed from coal into that pure, clear substance, and that's what's happening either to you or around you. So your ancient wisdom gonna help you there, or the wisdom from the spirit realms, if you can tap into that. Okay, Earth and Air Dragon, this is your card for the reading that represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth, and that is you, Scorpio. That is the point, okay? So if you, again, if you are very tapped into the spiritual realms, then you might be, you know, really feeling the need to, oh, I love it, the advice, stay balanced. That's exactly what I was going to say. You really might be feeling like you're walking a tightrope here, which again, one of the other zodiac signs got that in their title, the tightrope. So the need to stay balanced as if you were on a tightrope. Okay, the advice, stay balanced, ground your visions, and manifest your hopes and dreams. So yep, getting right back from the earthly realm, straight back up into spirit. So you go underworld really easily. You go into the deeper emotions. You can see people just in the way that they move, breathe, blink, you know, and you can like feel their soul, their desires, where they're lying to themselves, where they're, you know, potential lies. But as I choke on it, that might be with the air part of this dragon. That might be where you're finding it difficult, is to either reverse that, use that superpower within your own, you know, arenas that you're trying to accomplish things in and get things done, and reflect back on that. So you might need a mirroring energy here. That's what I'm feeling with the two, Archangel Gabriel and Sophia out here. It's like you might need to find someone who can mirror back to you one of your greatest strengths so that you can really feel and achieve it. And with the Zodiacs, this is something we're going to discuss a lot on the channel, but you have a polarity. There's only really 6 zodiac energies, not 12. And it's because they all mirror each other in what we call in humanity or psychology or science, strength and weakness. That is a complete bullshit lie. There's no such thing as weakness in that arena unless you allow it or choose it, okay? So your polarity being Scorpio is Taurus. And since you have an earth dragon out here, that's Taurus energy, your polarity. So it's a young earth energy. It's a new earth energy. It might be the most uncomfortable energy for you, is in the 3rd dimension, okay, where either something isn't quite lining up and there's a limiting belief, or you're holding yourself back, or there's resistance in your field, like in your energetic body, or, you know, on your path historically up until this point, okay? So you might have a story in there that needs a little bit of looking at under this full moon. So with Leo as the full moon, you get courage and bravery, and you have to face your fears in a big way. So either with your self-identity, with your beliefs, or with what you can physically see around you, okay? There's going to be a lot of mirroring going on around you. So if you're feeling very judgmental, take a look at what you're judging, what you're observing, and do a little bit of reflection on that and see if there isn't something in your own, you know, body, in your own world, in your own spirit that isn't calling in that same arena, okay? So judgment can be a really focused and driven energy when it's looked outwards and used, but when you can take all of that, the thing that you're judging, and understand how you yourself are affected by it, then you really get to the bottom of something, okay? So going a little bit deeper than maybe some of the other signs are used to going, but Scorpio is very capable of this. Feeling, again, a little bit of that polarity energy. You really might want to look at Taurus reading as well, or tap into Taurus energy, vice versa, that kind of thing. Okay, we got some cards poking, so let's cut this deck and get your tarot messages. Bottom of the deck, are you ready? Ooh, King of Wands, King of Fire. Okay, very driven. Very beautiful, and I was going to say, you know, shiny, but loud is coming through. Very loud, a very loud energy, hard to ignore, because it's charismatic, it's brilliant, charming, it's good to look at. As a theme, this is your energy coming in, okay? So you're looking very, sorry, I keep hitting the camera. You're looking very, up on your throne, shiny and beautiful, brilliant, okay? Charming and smooth and graceful and all the things that you know, people want to be when they have to interact with others. So very successful in your social circles. And if you're not feeling that, don't worry. That's a supportive energy coming in. But it's definitely something you're embodying, whether you realize it or not. So looking good, Scorpio. Love that for you. Feeling very creative, energized, driven, as we get our first and only card out so far, the Six of Cups. The Six of Water, interesting. It's a bit of a nostalgic energy, so we're taking it back here, either to the childhood or the beginning of something, or past memories, past energy, historical reflection, and relating. So this could be anything from you watching period pieces lately, or, you know, your shows and your entertainment has really been driven towards something that is no longer, or something in the past. Okay, again, your childhood coming up for some of you. You know, old ancient times and history coming up for others. We're going to get some more cards and see. But it's feeling good. Might be some inner child work calling under full moon Leo again, when courage and bravery are called and king of the jungle, sort of big dick swinging energy is out here. Then that's when people are confronted with their identity, confronted with their fears surrounding their true deep desires. Okay, so here we're getting very emotional. Six of Cups might be Scorpio energy. I think it's Pisces. Don't quote me. Might be Cancer. Who knows? It's a water energy, so it's one of you guys. But it's feeling very homey, very familial, very comfortable, safe spaces. Okay, so finding those places where you can reflect and bring some things together inside you. Maybe some of your past beliefs coming up, or you might have memories from, you know, childhood, teen years, things you haven't thought about in ages. All of a sudden, the most clear reference to the memory that you could possibly conjure up just pops out of nowhere, okay? So expecting that a little bit, and using, you know, earth and grounding and air and the cleanliness and the way that air can freshen up a space. We can use that internally to do the same thing with some of these, whatever it is that's coming up from the past, okay? Okay, the Nine of Swords. I love that we were just talking about this earth and air dragon, because here's some air energy for you. The Nine of Swords is typically nightmares, fear. Again, the dreams might really be nightmares, and you might have really sweaty, tumultuous sleeps. I just heard, yes. In a lot of ways, you might be going through some stuff emotionally in your sleep cycle, or even in your waking life. If fear is gripping you, or you're really battling right now to overcome some things that you've been afraid of for a long time, that's what this energy is representing. Oh, but centrally, check him out. Major Arcana number 4, Divine Masculine, the Emperor. Okay. So not too worried about it. As you can see, the representation of him looking back at this energy. So there's a reflection energy coming in really strong here. The Emperor is not somebody who typically lets fear slow him down. So working really hard to battle. This is internal battles and struggles. And man, oh man, Scorpio. We need 2 more for you for this reading for full moon Leo. I want to get the full picture here, so I don't want to stop shuffling while we kind of suss this out. But in the central energy, the Emperor being divine masculine, again, it's very driven, it's very action oriented. Okay, we either want to achieve something, get something done, or carry out our responsibilities successfully. And coming off of this energy, it hasn't been easy lately, okay? But it is belief based, so we need to purify this space, earth and water, earth and air, coming in a big way to help you with that. So getting out in nature, sitting on mountaintops, going for hikes, anything to do with the healthier habits around earth or air, okay? Doing breathing exercises. We've got yoga coming in, things outdoors. If you can go outdoors into nature, do that. If not, bring earth into your realm in some way, okay? Because the Emperor needs to be grounded here with some feminine energy. Otherwise, things can get really dark really quickly coming off of this type of reflection, okay? Next card out, the Two of Pentacles. So making some big decisions here, prioritizing some things. Core values are really coming in here in a big way to talk about what's most important to you. So really, again, it's a reflection type of energy. It also might be speaking a little bit on multitasking with the Emperor out here. He's known to do a lot all at the same time. So using all of the tools in the toolkit, okay, to get some, ooh, and there it is. We need it like that. Oh, and there's two. I knew there was going to be two coming out together there. And on the bottom, the Three of Wands. Okay, we're going to grab this little kyanite wand that we pulled for you earlier and just hold on to it now. So finishing off with the Ten of Fire, and I knew there needed to be an extra card for you today. We got Major Arcana number 8, the Strength card. So he's Major Arcana number 4. You double him, you get the Strength card. This is Leo energy. This is what the entire collective is going through. With this beautiful infinity energy showing us about the alchemy available to us under full moon Leo, because if we don't find strength when we face our courage, our bravery, our dark side, our shadows, people come at us with attacks, be it big or small, spiritual or physical, it doesn't matter. This is courage, this is bravery, this is coming out the other side, bigger, badder, better, okay? I just heard that. But the Ten of Wands here, the Ten of Fire, really speaking about how difficult it's been, and this is why prioritizing with the Two of Pentacles is so important, because you can't carry all of these. It will take you down, okay? You have to drop things. The Three of Wands being your theme for this reading is really talking about the action that is necessary and the things that can be done under this energy. So once the vision is clear, which I would assume there's been a lot of attachment, sticky, icky energy around this vision. When we first saw your Goddess Oracle, we got Hecate at a crossroads. The Two of Wands coming right before this Three of Wands energy now is your theme. The Two of Wands really talks about that crossroads, finding the vision, holding the vision. So this is a big one for you. Getting into Emperor mode means king of the earthly realm, okay? He rules other kings. He does not rule subjects, which means he conducts kingdoms, okay? So in whatever way fear has been a struggle crippling you, making you feel that you're at a crossroads energy, you have to reflect back on the why behind what you're doing and who you are and where you're going, okay? So the prioritizing, the weighing it out, put it all down on piece of paper if you have to, you know that energy if you do, or otherwise sit, give yourself the time to sit in it, and you, Scorpio, will be able to pull this right up out of your spiritual wisdom with Sophia in a heartbeat. And you'll know exactly what is a burden, meaning the Ten of Wands is, we're so close to the end, but because of the need to complete, the priority of certain things being more important than others, other things need to either be paused, put down, or, you know, redistributed to others. So you might need to do that. You might need to give things away. That might be very fearful for you. This even decluttering is coming in a big way right now, which I love. So facing our beliefs fearlessly, the way that the Emperor does, because he knows what's most important and it's not all about him, okay? The Emperor always rules for others. Even though he doesn't speak to the subjects, everything he does is a trickle down to the subjects when it's a healthy system, okay? So courage and bravery on the table for you, facing your fears, and when it gets difficult, simply take it one step at a time, one day at a time, one task at a time, okay? There's a really simple earthly wisdom coming in for you just to tell you that you do not need to complicate this. You can take it one step at a time and let the chips fall where they may in the grand scheme of what you've already planned out, okay? Because the Emperor has everything so strategically planned out. And when the time comes, he doesn't hesitate to take action, and neither will you. That's going to be your reading today, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. Please give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really does help to make sure this video gets out to others. So thank you in advance if you do that. Again, if you need anything from me, check the description box, leave a comment, or send me a message on social media or an email, and all that good stuff. That's it. We love you. I hope you have a great time with this full moon Leo cycle. The new moon Pisces will be coming out, like I said, within about a week. So make sure you check back for that as well. Thanks, Scorpio, and we will see you in your next reading.